Hello. So here's my response for our activity forum for week 6. These last couple weeks we've talked a lot about closed captions and how to use them as an accessibility tool and how to create them in our videos. So I just wanted to pull a few things that stuck out to me most as being important from our readings this week. The first one that stuck out to me most was that not everything can be closed captioned. So it needs to focus on what's most meaningful for the video that it's in. The article that we read, the first one this week, used an example from the movie 21 Jump Street, where they decided not to include a caption for the rock music playing in the background, but they did decide to include it for the soft police sirens coming from their bikes, just to kind of add to the comedic effect because it's a comedy. The second thing that stuck out to me most was that closed captions shouldn't just be used to describe the sounds simply, but to describe the show itself. So in the article, again, they used an example from the TV show Family Guy, where the caption read "ringing doorbell frantically," rather than, say, using the word repeatedly. It kind of conveys an emotion that's happening, and so for people that can't hear it, they can kind of understand what's happening more. And the third thing is that the captions can make the sounds happening in the background more concise. They can describe them in a more concise way. So, like, for example, I feel like I see this a lot in action movies where there's a lot of things happening all at once. So the captions can describe that in a more concise way where it's not describing every little thing that's happening, because with those movies, it can be pretty impossible. The next thing is that captions can also be used to clarify. So I feel like this can be used just for anybody, especially for educational purposes. You don't necessarily doesn't have to be just used for those with disabilities. It can be used to clarify how to pronounce a vocabulary word, or say in a TV show, like the article used an example from Harry Potter, how to say the word Dementor. Reading it, you may not know how to actually pronounce it, but hearing it from the show and being able to connect it to the written word makes it easier to understand. And the final thing was that captions contextualize. So along with being concise and describing the sounds that are happening in videos, not just speech, they can also provide some context, because captioners focus on what sounds are most important. The sounds that captions, like, they can provide some context and pull out what's most important and convey that to people who can't hear what's happening in the background.